Start recording.
Yep, started.
Okay, broadcasting, and let me see if Dan Johnson is there. Not yet.
Is it going to be just the two of us?
I have not heard from any commissioner other than I told them I needed a quorum today. So there's Dan and the
Yeah,
attendee.
he's there now.
Great. Hello, Dan.
Hey, hey. So much better than the screaming baby I had on there before. I'm not sure if you saw that the last one. That was so bad.
Sonia's in the attendees. There you go. Okay, great. There's Sonia, Commissioner. Welcome. All right. Why don't we get started in the interest of time? Welcome, Commissioners. It's Friday, May 22nd. This is your check-in on COVID-related matters. Yet we do have a breaking item to seek your approval on due to timeliness and that you're not meeting next week due to budget committee meetings. We have Dan Johnson, the Director of Transportation and Development, present. We are aware that the TriMet Board of Directors is considering reducing funding for ride-share programs that greatly impacts Clackamas County. So Dan, can you please give a really quick update? I sent you a letter this afternoon, Commissioners, for your potential approval today. So Dan, please go ahead.
Great. Thanks for the time, Commission. Yeah, as Gary said, we're aware that TriMet was considering a reduction in funding for Ride Connection. It wasn't until yesterday that we had determined through coordination with TriMet staff and others that that cut is actually proposed at around 48%. So today we are here kind of requesting authorization from you to move forward, to authorize the chair to execute a letter on Tuesday to submit to TriMet's board to request they do not implement those cuts as proposed. Know that we are coordinating closely with Washington County and other entities who will be submitting a similar letter. And so that is what we are here for, to talk to you today about. The letter that we have given you is a draft. It is hot off the press. It was crafted this morning. There will probably be some minor tweaks to it, but for all intents and purposes, it's simply a letter requesting the TriMet board consider cuts in other areas and not reducing funding for Ride Connection.
Gary? Mike?
Sorry. Yes, Ken, and then Commissioner Savas has his hand raised too.
If we need a formal motion, Commissioner Savas is the senior member, should share the meeting, call for the motion. I'll be happy to make it.
Okay.
Hey, I just wanted to give everyone an update. This morning at the TriMet Stiff meeting, this issue kind of came up, and I broached TriMet staff with a lot of people in the room, so the virtual room. Hey, I thought you all got some COVID relief money, and are you going to be applying that to all the different funding things that they're talking about? And there was a little bit of a pause and a response, and I sent Gary an email with some suggested edits to emphasize a few of the things that are going on. And I know that Commissioner Rogers and Commissioner Vega-Peterson were also in that meeting as well. So I submitted those edits, incorporate those in. Ken, if you want to make the motion to approve it as amended with any suggested amendments, or I'm ready.
So moved.
Okay.
Sonia, in case she's seconding.
Sorry, second.
Okay. Seconded. Any other discussion? Pull the board, please.
Okay. Commissioner Humberston?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Savas?
Aye.
Now,
Thank
before we end, Dan, before you go, has there been any outreach to the folks that serve on our senior disabilities committee? I'm thinking of Glenn Coeson, Michael Volk, some of those guys that also serve on some of those TriMet advisory boards. Have we done any outreach to them to let them know this is going on? Or do they
I
know?
don't believe we have yet, but I believe we will be doing that. This was hot off the press yesterday. We found out this information. I know that Teresa Christopherson, Brenda Durbin, all those folks are aware. In fact, I think Brenda's listening in now. Maybe also Teresa, and they will be making those connections. We also had talked to Gary. No one from the board is able to go testify in front of TriMet next week at their budget committee meeting. And we've talked about the fact that we may have somebody from PGA or maybe Jamie or somebody from H3S maybe go and provide some written or some verbal comments as well. So supporting the board's direction on trying to reduce some of those cuts.
Oh, that would be great. And Brenda, you probably remember Mike Volk because you worked with me when we did the electric charging stations.
Mhm.
I have been searching through my contacts. I don't know why he's not there because I've emailed him before.
I
But
think
if-
the last name is Foley.
Oh, Foley. There you go. That's why. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes. So Dan, if you could tee up whoever of our staff goes to testify. So commissioners, you have your own budget committee hearings the same time as TriMet's hearing, which is why you can't attend. Dan, if you could please update the letter with Commissioner Savis's edits. Any final edits, send it to the whole board to look at. But you've authorized Chair Bernard to sign on the board's behalf, and we'll get it out the door next Tuesday.
Great. Thank you so much.
Dan,
Have a lovely weekend.
you too, Dan. Thank you. All right, commissioners, I emailed you this afternoon. I did sign a contract on your behalf under the COVID-19 emergency declaration. I'll just say what it is, but because we don't have a quorum, I'll seek your ratification when you next meet, which will be in 2 weeks. But it is an approval of an amendment number 3 to a personal services agreement with Advantage Nurse Staffing of Oregon for temporary medical staffing in support of the COVID-19 response. The total contract value is now $300,000 paid out of public health and health centers funds. No general funds are spent. But because of the timeliness and it needed to be done today, I signed it on your behalf, but I will seek your ratification in 2 weeks. Do you have any questions on that, commissioners? Seeing none, okay. And then finally, as you know, commissioners, today Governor Brown approved our phase 1 reopening application effective tomorrow, Saturday, May 23rd. Staff has done full outreach to the community. It's all over the media. It's on our website and social media. You talked about it at your Clackamas County Business Alliance meeting today. So we are good to go. So thank you for you leadership commissioners and our staff work to submit the application on Tuesday, get a result on Thursday, and our county is open for phase 1 as of tomorrow. So those are my updates. Commissioners, do you have any questions or comments or things you'd like to share?
So Gary, I have a question because now that this has happened, we're getting flooded with questions, of course. It's like, can we do this and can we do that? Or can we? So the answer is, well, refer to the governor's orders about all the businesses and all of those things and maybe point people to where that is. Yes. But it's kind of confusing. I was just reading the Oregonian article again. And it says, non-essential travel is prohibited, but as long as, in the metro area, don't travel more than 50 miles and all of these recreation sites are open, but, don't go there really. Go away if you see too many people. And if you can't pass safely on a trail, wear a mask if you can't be 6 feet apart. And it's a lot of confusing messages. So can you succinctly tell me what I should be messaging to people about what they can and can't do since non-essential travel is still prohibited in phase 1? Can people go visit a family member if they're not a vulnerable person under phase 1?
My advice is that all of us should continue to use our best judgment. We are not out of the woods yet. There is still not a vaccine for this virus. And that no, you should not visit family members unless you social distance or stay 6 feet apart. That you should limit your travel as best as possible, even though places are now open. I think there perhaps may be a false sense of security that everything is back to normal, and it's not. There simply is slowly more flexibility in what we are able to do, but we should be very careful on what we choose to do. Our county website is linked to the governor's website that has all of this listed in great detail. I admit it is very complicated. There are a lot of moving parts to this about what's open, what's not, what is based in phase 1 and what is not. So I don't know if I directly answered that other than I encourage everyone to please use their best judgment and still stay safe and healthy for yourself and for others.
So Gary, thanks for that. I also want to just add for anybody that might be watching and for my own edification, is there a have we got a one-stop shop for links so that businesses can get answers over the weekend or even tonight, for what is the criteria so they can link into the governor's website? I'm hoping that we've got somewhere on the landing page of the county business opening information.
Yes, we do. It's on our homepage, right in the banner, and on the homepage itself, it links. We have a COVID page, and on our county COVID page is a link directly to the governor's page. So we're not duplicating what's on the governor's page. We're just linking to the governor's page.
Okay.
So that information is there, and if it's not, it's going to be in the next 30 minutes. No, I know it's there because I saw it earlier this week.
Hey,
Right.
and Gary, can you tell me again when that hearing for the TriMet Budget Committee, was that Tuesday? Do you remember?
No, I think it's Wednesday, but I don't remember.
Okay, that's all right. I can find out. I was just
We'll get that. We'll get that. For you.
emailing Mike Foley and Glenn. So
Okay. I'll get that.
no,
too.
you don't have to get it for me. Don't worry about it. I can.
Maybe
do that
an
work.
email I sent you earlier with the draft letter.
Yep, I bet it does. So don't you even worry yourself about those things.
I'm here to serve, Commissioner. We're happy.
I know, but you can also delegate to me.
All right.
Okay.
Drender or I will get that to you.
Okay, Gary, I'm on the website and I found the landing page link. I clicked on it. I'm clicking on all the links and they're keeping me on the Clackamas County webpage. They're not taking me to the state website.
Okay. Well, if I'll make sure it's corrected as soon as we're done, Commissioner.
Let me try one more link here.
Well, it should be. I'm just looking too. It could be more prominent, so we'll get that fixed.
Yep. But yeah, so they can get those business answers, reopening answers. So if we our phase 1 reopening answers.
Yep.
Okay. Thank
We'll
you.
do that. Thank you.
That's all I have.
Any other questions or updates, Commissioners?
No.
Okay.
But are you going to have your phone available over the weekend, Gary, in case we have like any emergencies or anything?
I always do for you, Commissioners. I always do. That's all then. Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Great. See you later.
Goodbye.
Have a safe weekend.
Thank
You
you.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.